Yeah, I want tech news too, but we don't always get what we want, do we? Today we are getting it.
Yeah?
But that could just be sheer luck.
Don't depend on it. Don't.
Get what you get, you don't get upset. You get tech news. Ah, look, it's leaked photos of the RTX 4090, and it looks like a snowboard. Just like in my dreams. Yep, a poster on Chinese social media platforms Baidu managed to squeeze these images through the Great Firewall before the post was deleted and the person lost their life. Just joking about the last part. Showing a Zotac model with the company's Ice Storm 3.0 triple fan cooling shroud. It looks like they drew inspiration from futuristic concept cars, or maybe the iPhone 14's Dynamic Island. Looks like, I don't know, this is a graphics card with rounded edges instead of a jagged pointy Dragon-esque bits. I don't know how to feel.
Strange.
If you feel despair thinking about how much this thing will cost, rumors are pointing towards NVIDIA releasing upgraded models of the RTX 3060 and 3060 Ti in October, along with a new 3070 Ti. So Team Green seems to understand that not everyone will want a GPU that looks huggable. Excited to see what the Founders Edition looks like in 8 days?
It'll be sharp.
Huggable AF.
It will hurt big time.
You think it'll be sharp? Intel's 13th gen Raptor Lake processors definitely don't want to hug you. They hate you. They want to use their razor sharp claws to run across the Jurassic landscape at 6 gigahertz. And that's stock seed.
Rawr.
Did I say seed? That analogy could use some work. The point is, Intel said during their tech tour event that at least one Raptor Lake CPU will be the first mainstream chip to run at a stock speed of 6 gigahertz, overclockable up to 8
What?
frickin', they should call them frickahertz.
That's...
No doubt that's partially why Intel's top chips are expected to get a 15% boost in single-threaded performance. It's still unclear if this speed will be featured in the regular chips, or in a special KS version. See, that's why I did, I saw the K. But it's unlikely to be found in the bottom half of the lineup. Igor's lab reports that the non-K series chips from the Core i5-13600 and down will be built upon the existing Alder Lake architecture instead of on Raptor Lake.
Gross.
But we don't care about those chips.
Yeah.
We're proud Raptor folk here.
My family farmed raptors 20 years.
But it was the summer in '69 when I grew a tail. If anyone knows that reference, say it in the comments. No Googling. And some artist communities have responded to the tsunami of AI art hitting the internet by banning all AI-generated images from their platforms, as noticed by Andy Baio, every vowel of waxy.org.
That doesn't seem like a real name.
So far, Newgrounds, Inkblot, and Fur Affinity have announced that AI art will no longer be allowed on their platforms after countless artists complained about the rapid proliferation of AI art on such platforms. I haven't heard Newgrounds since I was in high school, but they're in the news now. While drastic, the move makes some sense in a world where some guy built an app that produced and uploaded AI-generated furry porn images every 40 seconds.
There's a big demand.
Even I can't keep up with that. Many online are calling on DeviantArt and ArtStation to address the issue as well, while others are calling for someone to address the lack of tissue. They used it all up.
It's gone.
What is this joke?
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Tailor Brands, your one-stop shop to help you design a business that fits you like a perfectly tailored suit. Don't run a baggy business. Use Tailor Brands' customized LLC building experience. They'll help you form an LLC and then tackle everything else you need, from logo, domain, and digital business cards to building a website tailor-made for your one-of-a-kind needs and more. From logo to LLC, launch your one-of-a-kind brand in minutes with Tailor Brands. To start your business today, check out Tailor Brands with the link below and use code TECHLINK20 for a limited 20% off Tailor Brands plans.
You can wish upon a star, but do not wish upon a quick bit. To do so would be to court death. After years of delays, it looks like the cryptocurrency project Ethereum will finally transition from a proof of work model, which requires GPU mining, to a proof of stake model, which requires you to have lots of the coin. It's way more complicated than that, but this is a quick bit, okay?
Quick bit.
Things seem to be going well, and it's expected that the merge, as it's called, will occur sometime late Wednesday. Google's even counting down like it's a New Year's party, but instead of kissing a person, you kiss a Bitcoin goodbye.
I always keep my lucky coin in my pocket.
We don't need you anymore, Bitcoin. We'll keep our carbon footprint lower. Apple released iOS 16 today, gracing updated iPhones with a new widgety lock screen and the ability to unsend and edit iMessages as long as you're not talking to a dirty Android user. Filthy.
Yeah.
That was real spit on the set. There's also haptic feedback in the keyboard now. what? And it only took them 75, I was like, what? They don't have that? I mean, I turned it off, but what? And lockdown mode will block message attachments, FaceTime calls from unknown numbers, and more for targets of state-sponsored spyware, or people who simply want a moment of peace to doom scroll for like 5 minutes. It helps my mood.
I've been so busy.
Meta's Quest Pro headset has leaked after a worker found one left behind in a hotel room, which is totally understandable. I mean, one time I left the Linus Tech Tips in the bathroom in Vegas after giving it a hot shower with a loofah. You just gotta do a double check when leaving. Anyways, we're gonna see this thing next month, but if you're into grainy footage with kind of a creepy mumbling in the background, these leaks are tight.
Exactly.
Turns out Microsoft Teams isn't just annoying to use, it can also be dangerous. Cybersecurity consultant and chess champion after the apocalypse, Bobby Roach, discovered a way attackers could exploit the chat program using some types of GIF, or some say GIF, images, which aren't scanned for malicious content, or consent for that matter. Since the so-called GIFShell attack requires chaining a number of vulnerabilities together, Microsoft said it doesn't need an urgent security fix. But nevertheless, you may want to think twice before sending your coworker that GIF. They're kind of cringe now anyway. That's what I heard.
What the Gen Zs are saying, they don't do it. No GIFs.
And Daddy Bezos' space company Blue Origin experienced an anomaly this morning, causing an explosion on the booster, which triggered the New Shepard crew module's escape system. No crew were on board, no sheep to shepherd, but if they were, seems like they would have been just fine, as the crew module safely returned to the ground. Instead of a failure, the incident is actually being seen as a success. Successful, although unwanted test of the escape system. So rich people shouldn't be hesitant to book their escape flights as the Earth becomes uninhabitable. Safe travels.
Have a good one.
Glass half full. We'll have more tech news on Wednesday, but now it's time to trigger this episode's escape system. Oh!